And back here on this Region 7 3A opening game day. Once again, thank you to our game day sponsors. Apologies once again for the technical difficulties, folks. E&H Refrigeration, Ardon, Lindell Boutique, Crave Restaurant are our game day sponsors. Thank you so much. Obion County, they will kick off first, and Westview will receive the opening kickoff. Your captains for today, one for Westview is Dantes Joy, C.D. Dameron, Jamal Barnett, and Poston Essery. The captains for Obion County, Tucker Felon, Derek Argo, Tucker Moore, and Carter Ayers. Westview wearing the white jerseys, blue pants, and blue tops. And Obion County, the all red with the blue helmet. Almost like a alternate universe Ole Miss.
Yeah, it looks Ole Miss to me. That's exactly what I was thinking there. They're nice setup for tonight's matchup.
And so back deep to receive for Westview. Dantes Joy, Miles Braxton. It's going to be Miles Brown, Messiah Ward, and Dantes Joy.
Well, we'll get to see Westview early on their offense, see if they can get some of the early jitters out of the way and maybe score on this first drive. Oh, a little
pooch kick. David Corona kicks it off, and it'll be caught by Westview just outside their own 40, catching and going down immediately. Corey Wells. Obion County try to start this thing off with a little bit of a interesting start, but the Chargers ready for it early on. 2 3-0 teams in the Region 7 3-8 opener. And we come out Westview. They are known to take shot plays early. Wouldn't be shocked to see what they do here. Last year was Dantes Joy from over 60 yards.
Yeah, we'll be interested to see what they start off at tonight. I could see another big shot, as you were mentioning earlier.
And here we go. A single receiver to either side, no, 2 to the left, 1 to the right.
Playing about 9 yards back.
All spotted, they're on the 40. Dameron in motion from left to right. Simpson will drop back to pass. Looking over the middle of the field, takes off and runs. Simpson has space. Simpson goes to the left side and slides down just before midfield, about a yard shy of the down line to gain. And good coverage by Obion County in the secondary, forcing Simpson to step up and run. Obion County, they only rushed their 3-man up front. They dropped 8 in that situation. And here Westview goes fast on 2nd and 1. Simpson takes a snap, fakes the handoff, quick hitch route. That one's caught on the far side. That one by Miles Brown, and he's up into Obion County territory for a Winstead Real Estate and Land Company first down as Miles Brown takes that one up to the 36-yard line. First down and 10.
Yeah, they were playing a cover 2 defense there, but they're so far back that it opens up that hitch route.
Simpson now rolling out to the right on this first down. Flag comes flying. Simpson throws it on the run. Good sliding catch by Dantes Joy near the sideline. Kept the feet in, but there is a flag, and this one is more than likely coming back.
Here's some more of what you were talking about earlier. They have him rolling out to the right, and the receiver made a great catch.
Yes, that one. There you go. And so that flag will bring it back a little bit. Makes it 1st and 10 more. Now 1st and 20 on the holding call.
Just like last week, we need to make sure that we reduce the number of penalties.
You look at it, Dantes Joy just surpassed 2,000 receiving yards in his career last week.
When I was in high school, we didn't throw the ball but 10 times a game. So that is amazing to have a 2,000-yard receiver.
And you look at it now, too. Graham Simpson tonight, he needs 369 passing yards for 5,000 career passing yards here in a Westview uniform. Simpson takes a snap. It'll be a handoff to Asa Barnes at the middle. Barnes cuts back inside, falls towards the 40, back into Obion County territory. He's officially marked down at the 39. So Westview almost gets the entire 10 yards back. It'll make it 2nd down and about 12.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen if they're backing up 7-8 guys every time. It's going to be a light box.
11 minutes left. Joy will take the screen pass on the right side. Joy has a blocker in front. Spins out of a tackle. He's past the 35-yard line before being wrestled down by a host of Rebels, and it'll be 3rd and manageable now. 10:48 to go here. 3rd down and about 6 on the play. And here we go. Chargers facing their first 3rd down of the night. And they go 2 receivers to the short side of the field on the right. Miles Brown alone to the left.
Still a light box. It looks like they're going to bring a blitz.
Dameron in motion. It'll be a fake sweep, and then they did bring that blitz, and Asa Barnes goes down right at the line of scrimmage. So an early 4th down, and we see what the decision is here. You're in no man's land. Kinzer Pratt does have a good leg, but this would be his career-long kick.
Yeah, for sure. I think you have to go for it here. The kick is just 50-50, and I think with this, well, they're bringing some guys up, so now look for a hitch or a little crossing route.
Trips to the left, ball on the right hash, 4th down and 5 to go, 10:01 to go here in the first quarter. Now Evans comes back into that wingback spot on the left. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Simpson takes a snap. He'll drop back to pass. Obion County, they drop 8, and Miles Brown finds a hole on the sideline for a Winstead Real Estate and Land Company first down. Miles Brown kind of found that hole in the zone, was not man-to-man, and it's a Winstead Real Estate and Land Company first down, and the Chargers now have it inside the red zone.
Yeah, that must have been an option route. He looked like he was moonwalking out there for a minute, backing up, and the ball got there barely, but first down.
So C.R. Wilson Lumber and Supply red zone opportunity. Simpson takes a snap, fires to Dameron on the wide receiver screen. Evans in front, gets the block. Dameron cuts back inside. He's inside the 15-yard line now. A packed house here on the Westview side. Not enough for the first down. And from how low the visiting press box is located, got to get some image blockage here. So second down, called about 6 or 7 to go. 9:30 to go. Joy in motion from right to left on the mountain. And it'll be a handoff to Barnes. Barnes on the right side breaks through a tackle, and a good wrap up by Obion County on that tackle. Down into the zone. Looked to be Morgan Carpenter hanging on for dear life. Flag picked up and waved off. So third down upcoming. Be third and looks to be 4. 9:19 to go. 2 receivers to the left. Westview trying to capitalize on the game's first drive. And here's the handoff to Barnes. Barnes on the right side finds a gap, tries to cut it back inside, staying on his feet, works his way across the goal line. Asa Barnes is in for a Westview touchdown. First Response Security Services touchdown, and it's Asa Barnes from 8 yards out.
Yeah, you're not going to tackle the man in the shoulders. No. Yeah, you got to get low like you did earlier, but it is great to score on the first drive.
Yeah. So 9:19 to go, and here comes a swinging gate extra point. And now here we go. They go back into the regular PAT formation.
Yeah, I think all the teams have seen this on the film, so they knew what to do and not jump off
a lot of teams jumping off sides, and they still did it.
Wow.
So the kick will not count. 9:19 to go here in the first quarter, and here comes the big unit. It will be a 2-point try.
For sure. As a former special teams coordinator, I would be livid right now. Watch the ball. But it's all right. It happens, and at least it happened against us and not for us. So we did not commit the penalty.
So Asa Barnes, once again, was your first touchdown of the night. An 8-yard touchdown. And here's the heavy set. Dantes Joy takes these Wildcat snaps, and he will follow his blockers, and Joy goes over the pile. Did he get in? And he does. The near sideline judge calls him in. Very close at that, but Dantes Joy dives over the pile, and it's 8-0 Chargers here in the first quarter of play. In Westview, they convert on a 4th down, and they convert another 3rd down. That's key on this drive to go in and score for the game's first points. It's 8-0 Chargers.
Yeah, we thought we were going to see a couple of penalties, but they picked up the flag on one. We need to just make sure we limit those mistakes and continue to make positive plays.
An 8-0 lead with 9:19 to go in the first quarter. And we'll get the first look at Tucker Moore and the Obion County Central offense coming up on this next drive. And we'll see what the game plan is for Coach Collins' defensive unit. So 9:12 here, and on to kickoff will be Kinzer Pratt. Pratt has sent a couple into the end zone this year.
Yeah, no, he has a strong leg. I like watching him before the game. He's out here kicking some field goals pretty deep back and kicking it into the end zone. We'll see if he can kick one in the end zone right now.
Obion County, an interesting lineup on the return so far before Westview spreads out. It's a 5-4, then 2 deep to return. So Pratt to kick off.
Old school formation. I bet they go hip to hip here for the second line.
And Pratt boots this one high into the sky. Probably his best kick yet. Doesn't find the end zone, but is caught right inside the 5-yard line by Obion County and quickly wrapped up at the 22. Ball came out for a split second. And we see if they call him down, and I believe it's still going to be Obion County football. On the return was Bryson Underwood, and he's slow to get up.
Yeah.
It looks like
rolled ankle.
Yeah, maybe a little lower leg injury now. So here's the first look we are seeing of the Westview defense here tonight. It's traditionally a 4-2-5 look for the Chargers. And we see what the boys in white and blue want to do tonight. Obion County, they don't throw the ball. And now we have our producer just told me that the clock was running and the scoreboard is a little bit glitchy, but everything's been kind of flashing here in the first 3.5 minutes. A few seconds ran off. And Josh, real quick, it's a traditional style look for this offense. You know, not that old school ground and pound look that you would traditionally see out of a team that likes to run the ball over 75% of their offensive plays. It's 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, with obviously Tucker Moore in the backfield. And just Tucker Moore has put on some good muscle this past offseason. He's a lot bigger. He's a lot bigger than he was last year when we came over here to Troy. On the defensive side of the ball, leading tackler for Westview this year is linebacker Finn Snyder, the junior. He was a 2024 first-team All-Region. Leads the team this year in tackles with 23 total. Last week had 12.
Wow.
Had 11 the week before, tied with Corey Wells.
Yeah, we like Corey as well. Corey's been out there making some big-time plays.
And they put the clock back to 9 minutes. I think about 10 seconds came off. And we're set to go here. Packed house here. Felon takes a snap, and it'll be a direct QB run with Felon. So not more on the first play, and Felon is going to be wrapped up for a loss. A group of Westview Chargers on the play. Drake Hickman's in on the tackle. You look at Jay-Sean Ward in there as well. I believe that's him on the number. It is Jay-Sean Ward. He gets the start at corner tonight, this Jay-Sean Ward. He showed some big promise last week as well. 8:35 to go here in the first quarter. Same formation for Obion County. They go right to left. It'll be a handoff to Moore. Moore on the right side, and big boy is running through just shy of the 30-yard line, ran over a man.
For sure, they had 2 guys pulling on that play, so the inside trap, it looks like.
So 2nd and 12 becomes 3rd and 3, so 9 yards on the carry.
Yeah, you got to make sure you hold your own if you're a defensive lineman down there. Trust your keys.
Got to trust your keys indeed. South Gibson leads Southside 3-0 in the first quarter. Just got that score update. It'll be another handoff to Moore. Moore bounces it to the left side, met in the backfield, and he's eventually brought down. Initial contact by Westview. Then it's wrap up and hold on, wait for the rest of the guys to arrive. And that one was done perfectly. Loses 2 on the play, backs up to 4th and 5, and the scoreboard's out again. Back up to 8:15, and this is hopefully we can get this fixed.
Yeah, Obion County's not afraid to pull people.
No.
They pulled the backside tackle and guard trying to get across, but our guys were able to squeeze and make the tackle in the backfield.
8:15 to go, and the Chargers, they bring their band tonight loud on this opposing side. It's 4th down and 5, and
on their side, I guess they believe.
They're not. I'd imagine Felon would back up and maybe just try a hard count here. He does try the hard count. And a timeout is taken.
Yeah, good call, hard count. Try to see if they jump off sides. Westview did not, and they had to call a timeout.
So the timeout is taken, and that is brought to you by R&R and Lindell Boutique. With that being said, we're going to slide out of here with a 30-second break. When we come back, a 4th down decision by Obion County here on the Sports 731 Network.
Need reliable auto body repair? Turn to Precision Auto Body, your trusted family-owned shop with locations in Martin, Milan, and Dyersburg. Whether it's a small fender bender or a major collision repair, their expert team has you covered with quality work and fast service. Precision Auto Body takes pride in serving the community and they're proud supporters of Westview Chargers athletics. So when your vehicle needs attention, trust the name that puts precision in every repair. Precision Auto Body.
So out of the timeout, Obion County, they will bring out the punt unit after trying to get Westview to jump in. Here comes C.D. Dameron. C.D. Dameron will stand at his own 47-yard line to receive the punt. The snap, decent one. Westview brings the dogs, and this one's not a long punt. Like you said, short. It's going to bounce into the Obion County territory and bounce up to the 47-yard line. And that one came off the foot weird, but got a friendly bounce. The Chargers will have a short field to go. That's an E&H Refrigeration defensive stop by Westview.
Yeah, it looks like the scoreboard keeps flashing over here. I don't know if they're having issues or not, but, they need to try to fix it. Do you see it?
It's just flashing a little bit. Here comes the Charger offense. It was Asa Barnes who punched it in on the first drive of the ball game from 8 yards out on a third down.
Should be a great night for any running back tonight if they're going to continue to be so far back.
So Westview, here in the first half, trying to get a better looking first 24 minutes here. And, a cool little story here. Posted Essery here tonight is his dad, Coach Corey Essery, came over from Obion County, was their principal, took a teaching job at Sharon, now coaches at Westview. And so Poston now lining up against Obion County, his former team. And it's a bunch strip. This will be a toss play to Barnes on the right side. Barnes has blocks in front. Barnes breaks tackles and has enough for the first down into Obion County territory. Almost said it was into, but they started this drive here. It's a Winstead Real Estate Land Company first down. And Westview moving fast. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Simpson drops back to pass. Obion County drops 8. Shot to the end zone to Dantes Joy, and it is caught. Dantes Joy beat his coverage, Taze Stallings, and that will be a 36-yard touchdown strike. First Respond Security Services touchdown, Simpson to Dantes Joy, and that is Graham's first passing touchdown in the first half this season.
Yeah, that was really good. He was still 8 yards back. Thought he could run with him continuously, but he made the separation and was able to make the big-time catch.
Simpson to Joy, their second touchdown connection this year. Last year was the first one where they found Dantes Joy in the third quarter. Actually, the fourth quarter, early fourth quarter. 14-0. Kinzer Pratt now on for the extra point attempt. 7:27 to go. The snap, the hold, the kick, and Kinzer Pratt knocks it right through the uprights. 15-0 in the Chargers, looking like a well-oiled machine here on offense in the first half. Their best start of the year so far in the first quarter through 3 games and 4 weeks. And Dantes Joy, who just eclipsed 2,000 yards last week, that is his 3rd receiving touchdown on the year, 4th total. So after Kinzer Pratt knocks it through, Kinzer Pratt's a junior, so if he develops that leg a little bit more in the offseason, see what we can do with Westview. You get some games in the postseason where you can maybe start relying on your kicker a little more, especially when you get into that 20-yard. That was almost bad. I just dropped my clipboard that has my stuff on it and almost knocked out our power source. So sorry, Mason, for giving you a little bit of a heart attack. 7:27 to go here in the first quarter. 15-0.
No, but as you were saying, yeah, it is important. You want to make sure that you can kick in the playoffs because you don't know who you're going to go against in the playoffs. And if it's a close game, you want to make sure that you can make your extra points or be able to kick a field goal if needed.
So now Pratt back on to kick off. Both these teams 3-0, looking to start region play 1-0 in a tough region where, Josh, we kind of talked about it off air a little bit. You kind of know what the first 3 spots are going to line up as. It could be any order of Dyersburg, Covington, or Westview. But then you also go into the look of who's going to nab that 4 seed. Is it going to be Obion County, who through the first 3 weeks of the season looks really good? Could it be Bolivar, who tends to catch fire late in the season? Or could Ripley try to make a little bit of noise as well along with McNary? A region that's down to 7 teams, but a little bit improved this year.
No, Obion County has started off the season really hot. They need to limit some of this bleeding if they want to get in.
This ball is going to bounce towards the 5-yard line, picked up. Obion County's Bryson Underwood. Underwood is going to be stopped. Ball came
touchdown.
Out, picked up, touchdown by Westview. I can't even get the score update out before the Chargers score on a fumble. And for Westview, that's going to be a touchdown by Nathan Cole.
Let's go. Looks like he threw a flag out. I would assume it was after the touchdown and probably for a celebration.
Nathan Cole gets the score. I believe that's who that was, number 21. No flag. Maybe taken on the.
Yep.
Here comes the swinging gate again. Westview's just being crazy. And Pratt, the snap, the hold, the kick is up and good. And just like that, before we can even catch our breath, it's 22-0. And the Chargers already having a stranglehold on this match with just 7:18 left to go in the first quarter. We already took our first break. We'll keep it right here. Guess what? That was another First Response Security Services touchdown. That one taking us by surprise a little bit. Ball came out.
Yeah, it looks like First Response maybe getting their money's worth tonight.
Well, the owner is sitting right here in the in the stands, and his son is good old CD Dameron.
Okay, all
so
right, yeah.
he's he knew which sponsorship he was going for. So the ensuing kickoff, I believe that's the right term he used there.
Yeah.
I pardon me if I'm wrong, but that was Nathan Cole, number 21, getting the score on that one.
Yeah, I believe you're right on that one. And if you're Obion County right now, what are you thinking?
You got to get into your offense. You've only run 3 plays so far, and you just got to get back into that rhythm. Calm yourself down, get a few good chunk run plays that you can do with Tucker Moore. And just try to settle your team down. It's still early in this ball game. If you stop the bleeding quick enough, you can clamp that artery. You can kind of work your way back into this ball game. You just got to limit those self-imposing mistakes.
Yeah, you can't have turnovers on special teams. 1, 2, 3.
Try and get the scores update here. And Kinzer Pratt on to kickoff. This kick is up, and it'll be a different man back deep to receive this time, as Obion County is going to take it past the 20-yard line, falls just short of the 25, maybe right on the 25, and that's where they spot it. So Obion County will bring their offense back out for their second drive of the night.
Yeah, they'll have good field position. If they can get some runs going here, then maybe they can move the ball down the field. Westview's defense has been very stingy. They've been able to clog the hole and follow the pull and guard and tackle that they brought nearly on every play.
So here we go, same formation, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. This time Moore to the left of Felon in the backfield. Felon takes a snap, hands off to Moore on the right side, and Moore is chased down. And some extracurriculars downfield, just a hard block, no flag is thrown, and those are going to come and separate both guys. I'll get a little talk to real quick. About a gain of 1, second down and 9 upcoming. Second and 9. Man in motion from left to right. It'll be a handoff to Moore again on the left side. This time bottled up again. Finn Snyder in there as well, along with 2 other guys. Looks like it'd be Jackson Couples and Drake Hickman again. Westview, we talked about it in the pregame, what Coach Cowens would do with the pressure so far tonight. He's blitzed, I think, on at least 4 of the 5 plays so far, has brought a linebacker or a safety down, and it's 3rd and long again for Obion County.
Yeah, that inside blitz is working. They're not able to get to their spots, so people aren't able to pull, and they're on top of the running back before they know it.
Morgan Carpenter in the slot on the left side, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Felon takes a snap. He will drop back to pass. Doesn't do so much. Will throw on the seam route. And it's picked off. Messiah Ward picks it off. Messiah Ward. A turnover forced by Westview. It's an E&H Refrigeration defensive stop. I had the name mixed up there. There's about 3 different Wards on this team. But that is Messiah Ward's first interception of the season. As Westview now has forced 6 turnovers this year, Josh, and has yet to commit none. That's one of my little tidbits on here. Coming into this game with a 0-4 turnover ratio, 13 points off of turnovers. Now, Josh, that you can bump that up to 20 points off turnovers now. And now they have forced their second one of the night.
It's fantastic. Yeah, if you're a quarterback throwing, you want to make sure you get on the outside shoulders to the sideline so no one else can catch it. That thing floated up in the air too long, and he was able to snatch it. Here they come lined up.
Joy in motion from right to left, so 3 receivers to the left now. 5:53 to go in the first quarter. Simpson takes a snap, hands off to Barnes. Barnes bounces it to the left side. Barnes has gas, makes a man miss up the middle, enough for a first down. Barnes running through the defense, and Asa Barnes carrying the Rebels into the end zone from 31 yards out. Asa Barnes, a grown man run on the first play of the drive for a First Response Security Services touchdown.
You cannot tackle him at the shoulders. You cannot do it. You got to get at his hips or lower. I don't know why they think they can tackle him up high, but it's not going to work. Not tonight.
31-yard touchdown. Asa Barnes, grown man, his second one of the night. $28-0, pending extra point here to make it 29. Snap the hold. Pratt knocks it up and through, and these kicks just keep looking better and better. That one makes its way to the hill. And so 29-0 Westview in almost a carbon copy of how this first quarter turned out last year. Slow through the first half of the first quarter, 8-0, 6-0, and it's already 29-0 2 minutes later.
Yeah, it's going to be a good night for the running backs. I'll continue to preach that. You got to back up because you have some of the best receivers and quarterback in the state of Tennessee, if not in the Southeast, and Asa's making them pay.
5 minutes, 43 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play. And man, it's just been if you're playing Westview, and I'm gonna go into the Obion County sideline real quick. If you are any opposing team sideline, if you're playing Westview, Josh, if you make mistakes, this team will kill you off of them. Already 2 turnovers tonight for Obion County, and Westview has scored on both those turnovers. You have to take care of the football. You almost have to play the most perfect game you can play. You can prepare and do all you want to in the week and say, hey, we had a good week of practice. And guess what? Obion County may have had a great week of practice, but if you do not execute and take care of the ball on Friday night, it's going to look like it does now just halfway into the first quarter, 29-0.
Yeah, you're right about that one. You cannot have self-imposed inflictions, and that's what's going on here tonight. You have a couple of turnovers, and you give them the short field and a return off of a kickoff return. That should have been your ball.
And Pratt will kick off this one again deep into the night sky. Caught at the 10-yard line this time, trying to work his way to the left side, and C.D. Dameron, big hit at the 25, and Obion County once again have to go deep down the field. Man, this one thing, the offense will get all the talk, Josh, but there's a flag on the field right now. We may have an unsportsmanlike on somebody.
Taunting. Yeah, it was taunting.
Probably taunting.
Yeah.
There was some trash talk going on throughout the week. As is when you get Josh, this is a rivalry, overall school rivalry that dates back all the way into the 1980s, 1990s between these two schools. Two schools that do not like each other, now region opponents again for the first time in, I think almost over 10 years.
Yeah, no, it's got to be a long time. I don't remember the last time that they were in the same region. But, yeah, I don't even think he was taunting the other player. I think he was flexing.
Yeah.
And so I totally understand, but let's not have a no-fun league.
We saw the penalty last week with the door-hanging basketball goal with Westview at Marshall County.
Yep.
That came a step onto the field, that was called, and they ended up bringing their entire basketball goal onto the bus this week. And Tucker Moore kind of got caught up. Miscommunication somehow works his way back to the line of scrimmage, maybe even another gain. The scoreboard is now turned off. Scoreboard's not working again, and
looks to be 2 or 3. No.
And they're going to call it a game of almost 1.5.
Yeah, 1.5, yeah.
Back here in the Wednesday Real Estate Land Company broadcast booth.
I don't know if they can figure it out or if they're going to have to run the old officials.
I don't know.
That's a tough one. I've been a part of that in middle school coaching, where it goes out and officials have to keep up with it. That's too much to ask for, especially whenever you think a bunch of points may be scored.
And once again, we're coming to you live from the Wednesday Real Estate Land Company broadcast booth. And our game day sponsors, thank you to E&H Refrigeration, R&R and Lindell Boutique, and the Crave Restaurant. Scoreboard is out. It is 29-0. I'm not going to be able to give you score updates. Mason, I'm going to trust you to kind of keep it as best you can over there. Our producer, Mason, who does a great job. And
especially if you hear anything about the Henry County-Dixon County game, I'm excited about that one as a proud alumni.
As a proud alumni
coach.
And, Paris native? Is that where you live at?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep. Live in Paris. I love it. Bought a house there about 12 years ago. Lived in Weakley County. Lived in Martin for 8 years as well. I love both areas. Taught and coached